Hi everybody, it's your good friend Jacob here. I just want to let you know that we, Drawfee, that you know and love, are going to be at Mocha Fest this year. It's March 16th and 17th at the Metropolitan Pavilion. We're going to be at tables 131, 132. Tickets are super affordable. We're going to be signing stuff. We're going to be chit-chatting. We're going to be slip-slapping. We're going to be talking and honking and joking. And you can buy things from us there. Thank you. See you there, hopefully. Bye. Ooh. Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Karina.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Julia.
And you all know all of our famous catchphrases.
Who needs them?
That we have. That's one of them.
We all have them.
I always say my famous catchphrase.
They're just like us.
Oh.
Jacob's famous catchphrase. I'm trying to do the intro.
That's one of my famous ones. I also like to say, salads.
He does say that a lot.
That people love that one when I say it.
In every
I really
video.
wish he stopped saying it.
And then Nathan's got his that he says all the time.
I'm the big boss man.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
And of course, Julia's catchphrase.
What about this?
Yeah, that's the one. And we can't forget Karina's famous catchphrase.
Meow.
There it is.
Bazinga.
And so many
She's
people,
always saying it.
you know, they these
It's pronounced
catchphrases.
Bazinga.
These catchphrases sort of are part of our characters, you might say. You know, you hear it, you think of us.
Yeah,
Right.
and we are characters and
we
not
are-
real.
We're not real. We're
Yeah.
fictional.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are fiction. Just like
And
you.
this episode is also fiction, and we're gonna make some fictional characters based on catchphrases. We got this suggestion in our Drawfee Patreon Discord from user J Scotty for real. This is not the fake J Scotty who's been going around. This is the real one.
Yeah.
That's the
For
only
real,
real
for real.
thing.
Yeah.
Everything else is fiction. But
Yeah.
Jay Scotty, that's for real.
Whoa.
And he said, create characters based off of randomly generated catchphrases, and then linked to a random catchphrase generator.
Oh, he's always saying that.
That's his catchphrase.
Keep that guy from saying that.
And that's what we're going to do today. And Karina's going to be the one to roll us catchphrases.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Another one of Karina's famous catchphrases. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy.
And my famous catchphrase, Nathan, you're up first.
And my famous catchphrase, yay.
And my axe. All right, Nathan.
Yay.
You ready? Say it again.
Yay.
Your random catchphrase is, you can count on Slippery Pete.
Ooh.
Wow.
So that sounds like it's probably Slippery Pete's catchphrase or someone who loves Slippery Pete very much.
I mean, I'm a sucker for someone who refers to themselves in
Yeah.
the third person. So I think this is Slippery Pete. So let's draw Slippery Pete.
Someone who loves Slippery Pete very much. Slippery Pete is my bias.
I like him way more than Dry Daniel.
Yeah. Dry Daniel can sometimes be my bias wrecker, but it's ride or die for Slippery Pete, you know?
Yeah.
Thread. Characters who deserved better. I'll go first.
Slippery
Slippery Pete.
His fandom is called the Wetlings.
No.
Slippery Pete's Wetlings.
Thread. Characters who deserve worse. I'll go first. Dry Daniel.
They really tried to make Dry Daniel a hero, but actually I found him really annoying and very oppressive to Slippery Pete. Just let him be slippery. Also, I want the fandom of Slippery Pete to be called Slippies.
I said they were Wetlings.
Slippies!
I think there's a
Why'd you just come at me?
there's a rift in the community between the Slippies and the Wetlings.
Both are used, but each side has their own reason for why the other side is worse.
Okay, here's my argument
Okay.
for Slippies.
Yeah.
Something that is slippery is not necessarily wet.
Yeah, but Slippery Pete is wet.
Oh.
Slippery Pete is wet.
I
I
see.
didn't realize you were so close with Slippery Pete.
Yeah, Nathan. I didn't realize you were siding with Jacob today.
Well,
Wow.
I'm just drawing Slippery Pete. So
He's living in his truth of drawing Slippery Pete and representing him correctly as being wet, as
Yeah.
the wetlings know.
What is Slippery Pete? He's got a nya kind of face.
yeah,
He does.
I did give him a nya kind of face. Just I was trying out some mouths.
I think it's very cute.
Yeah. His mouth says nya, but his eyes say something else.
His eyes say you can count on Slippery Pete.
His eyes say,
Yeah.
What can we count on Slippery Pete for? Being a good friend or being slippery?
getting the job done, pointing at his ass, shitting. Is he shitting?
He's not shitting.
Is he
Farting?
shitting,
Well,
parentheses, farting?
He might be shitting parentheses farting. Well, he thinks he's shitting, but he's parentheses farting.
I hate
Really
when that
good.
happens.
That feeling one. Damn, Slippery Pete in this episode's so relatable. I too sometimes think that I'm shitting, but actually it's farting.
Yeah. Dry Daniel, however, I don't think he's ever had a bowel movement, and that's why he's problematic.
Here's the thing. Dry Daniel, when he poops, it's always a no wipe, and I just can't relate. I just can't relate, you know?
As someone who
He's-
has to wipe 10 to 12 times.
On average,
On average.
There are exceptions. Sometimes it's 30.
it varies.
Sometimes you got to do the one flush, and then you got to keep going to ensure that your pipes don't get clogged.
Keep going. Gotta pause halfway through. And this is going to be too much information about me right now.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to put this on an episode?
Yeah.
Right now, not when you said 10 to 12 times. That was the right amount of information.
Now I need to
Yeah.
know.
Well, I had recently, I was having some stomach problems
Yeah, dude.
with some loose bowel movements, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
We
was
were
like-
on vacation, too.
It was like really bad for a while.
Hell yeah, man.
And so I went to the doctor and they gave me like some stuff to take that was supposed to like, solidify things.
Oh, for sure.
But
Yeah.
it solidified things
Too-
way too
much. Overcorrected.
And so
Classic.
then they were like really painful
Yeah.
and felt like shards of, like they were like sharp.
Glass.
You went from shard to shard.
Yeah.
I don't want to use another of Nathan's catchphrases, but I am going to say, is anybody still watching this?
Well, I'm not done.
Oh,
okay.
This is all the setup.
Yeah, it ties back into what we were talking about.
I was about to say that better not be the whole story because that is such an English major way of saying that you had diarrhea than constipation in rapid succession.
Well, I did. That is what I had. And so
Okay.
then I had constipation for a couple days. And then when I, finally did poop, it was like so solid and painful and big that like it instantaneously clogged the toilet.
It did.
Instantaneously.
Yeah.
did.
I'm talking like
You didn't even flush.
I flushed like
It shot out like a missile and just
Fuck
got
yeah, dude.
lodged in there.
I flushed pre-toilet paper because I was like, it seems really big and I don't want to like, push my luck. And just like it alone clogged the toilet and we didn't even own a plunger.
No.
And so we had to like go and get a plunger in order to like deal with it. And then like a couple days later, I had another one clog the toilet again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you did come out of the bathroom and you said, mixed news.
I
I did finally poop. Bad news.
It clogged the toilet.
It clogged the toilet.
Yeah.
So I had to walk to the hardware store.
So I was a Slippery Pete and then a Dry Daniel, and I've been on both sides of the war.
duality of Jacob. I
Yeah.
will give you an out and say I only recently came into ownership of a plunger because I didn't want to be in the exact situation
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you were in.
Yeah.
And I
Smart.
was like, I can't be the person who like has the Dry Daniel in the toilet and
Yeah.
then doesn't own a plunger.
Try Daniel.
Yeah.
having a bit of a dry. Here I'm looking at your charts here. It seems like you have a case of the dry Daniels.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get you a little more slippery Pete in there. Everyone needs to have a balance.
Karina does bring up a good point that there's like certain items that you should have before you need them.
You take it for granted until you need it.
Yeah. It's like plunger. I feel like Excedrin, as someone who suffers from migraines, Karina gets me. Like Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
You want to be having the awful tummy grumps.
Also like NyQuil.
NyQuil, yeah.
You always need to have that on ready just in case. Because you don't want to like be really sick and then you open your pantry and you're like, oh, salads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Jacob.
I got nothing in there.
Jacob's always saying.
Yeah.
He's always saying that because there's so many things he doesn't have.
Hey, is this an abacus?
Is this an abacus?
You can count on me.
him.
How many
so
beads?
Fucking corny.
I thought I was gonna do the worst thing in this episode.
Nathan was born on the goddamn cob. What do you mean how many beads are on an abacus? Enough to count.
Right.
Well, this is just 6 total.
6.
You better need to only count to 6.
You can count. Yeah, that's the full catchphrase. Is you can count on Slippery Pete (parentheses) but only to 6. No, we'll get a few more in there. Just a real arbitrary number of beads.
I feel like each one has to be like 10, right?
Right? That you would think.
I'm gonna look it up.
This is a bad abacus.
You know, I was thinking back, and the fact that I had this like plunger situation where I didn't have one when I needed one.
Yeah.
I really should have known better because this has happened to me before.
Yeah,
But it
did.
was way worse. It was like
Before it was worse?
I was in like, my 20s. I was like living alone for the first time.
Yeah, dude.
And I did a bad toilet clog and I didn't have a plunger, but it was so bad that it like immediately overflowed and just like filled my bathtub with like poop.
Oh God!
Your bathtub?
Not my bathtub. Not my bathtub. My bathroom. Filled my bathroom with poop water.
Oh, I can't
And
tell
so
if that's
then-
worse or
Marginally better.
So then I had to like leave and go to the store and buy like a plunger. And like when you're buying just a plunger,
They know
what's happened to
At least
you.
throw some like chips in there, dude.
I don't want to. I was in no position to get chips at that time.
Some ginger ale? No, don't do that.
Anyway, don't be like me. Get a plunger if you don't have one. This is your sign.
Can I tell a clogged toilet story?
Yeah, I'd love to hear
Can
it.
I just briefly say that while Jacob was telling that story, Julia was just on her phone looking at pictures of abacuses
Yeah,
and tapping them?
I was counting each bead. It's like 10 per row.
10 per row. And
Yeah.
how many rows typically?
At first,
it depends on the abacus.
At first, I thought that maybe it was an interactive abacus, and that you were like playing with it, but it was actually just a picture. Anyway, Nathan, tell your goddamn poop story.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, please.
I was also in my 20s, and I had just moved to a new apartment, and the movers, very, very nice gentlemen, but one of them did need to use the toilet after moving me in,
Oh
Mhm.
no.
and they did immediately clog the toilet in my new
Oh,
apartment.
No.
So I had to also do the thing where I went to a store just to buy one plunger.
But you weren't even the one.
I wasn't the one.
You weren't the one, and it was also like day 0.
I feel like here's
just drawing beads.
a kind of mental dilemma that I think everyone goes through once in their life, and it really determines who they are as a person.
Yeah.
Is when you go to your friend's place and you clog their toilet,
Mm-hmm.
and you go through the mental dilemma of like, maybe there's enough people here where I leave it for the next person,
Mm-mm.
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 or you just
Mm-mm.
own up to it immediately and you're like, listen, the toilet's clogged. Or you go up to it, or you leave the bathroom and you're like, hey, I think the toilet's clogged. It must have been, I just noticed it was someone else, clearly.
Yeah,
You
you just gotta own it. Most cases you gotta own up, I think.
I feel like you gotta own up.
Just
yeah.
do some of the like classic moves of like throwing it out the window incorrectly.
Throw the
Yeah.
entire toilet
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's as incorrect as you can get.
Hey, I think your toilet's gone. I just noticed.
That's crazy.
That's so weird.
When did that happen?
Yeah, are you redecorating or something?
Are you trying like the new / ancient toilets of like just pooping right into the pipe? Like what's happening here?
Do a hole in the ground?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
So I don't.
Nathan really doomed himself to just draw beads.
You didn't have to draw all these beads.
I did.
Here's what I'll say now about the Slippies. I don't think I side with them anymore. I was on the side of the Slippies before we got to this point, and now I don't know where I stand.
Are you a wetling now?
Or are you
No.
just a
Or are you
hater?
a dry Daniel?
I think I'm a dry Daniel.
Yeah, most people become dry Daniels once they see Slippy Pete.
Once they
Yeah.
hit a certain age.
On paper, Slippy Pete sounds like my guy. But then I see him actually on paper, and he's no longer my guy.
Yeah. Well, this is like my dad, you know, like when I came back from college, he's like, "Oh, so you went off to college and you came back as a Slippery Pete fan. Oh, I see." It's like, "Well, don't worry. When you get older, you're going to become a dry Daniel. It happens to everyone." And now I'm
Yeah.
getting older. I'm
College
still a Slippery Pete.
indoctrinates
I'm becoming more
all the
slippery with
teens to be a
each
Slippy
day.
Pete.
I'm not getting any drier, Dad.
It's like the old expression: if you're in your 20s and you're a dry Daniel, you don't have a heart. But if you're in your 40s and you're a slipster, you don't have a brain.
Whoa.
Damn.
Wow.
A lot of vitriol in the community.
Yeah.
I don't like this fandom. It seems very toxic.
Well, Slippy Pete is.
I was about to say
touch
much
him.
like
Yeah.
Slippy Pete. Yeah.
you shouldn't touch him.
He's covered in waste of all
Yeah.
stripes. He didn't buy the plunger when he should have, and
I
that's
don't
how he
think-
got this way.
I don't think Slippy Pete is my bias. I think I just saw a really good fan edit,
Yeah. Fan cam.
but now I'm seeing reality.
I saw really good fan art of him on Tumblr, and I was like, damn, that's my guy?
This is just like
This
that
could be my guy.
that tweet I saw the other day that I was talking to you about, Julia,
He's
with
not
that
my
person
guy.
that was like, "I'll do a Slippy Pete version." Was like, "Sorry, I haven't posted in a while. I found out that there was a lot of black mold in the vents in my dorm, and now that I've been away from it for a while, I no longer care about Slippery Pete as much as I used to. So I won't be posting on this account anymore."
Yeah.
Damn.
It was about someone else, but it was one of the funniest tweets I've ever read. They were like, "I've been home and gotten healthier, and now I no longer feel as passionately."
It was actually the black mold.
Turns out it was the black mold.
What an SCP that the black mold makes you care about a character more than
you should.
Great job, Nathan.
Yeah.
you
Wow.
can count. I think it's more like you can count on Slippy Pete.
Yeah, you
It
can't
is
always do it.
technically true.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should.
But you can.
A phone calculator is probably a better option.
Yeah.
This does feel like a poster that my math teacher would have had in high school, where it's like, if you forget your TI-80 calculator, this is the kind you'll borrow from me.
Slippery Pete comes trundling out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go next.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's your random catchphrase. Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
Wow,
That's a catchphrase.
That's a long
Yeah.
catchphrase.
Damn.
It rolled the whole thing. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
That's someone who, at this particular moment, is threatening a toad.
Yeah.
But
think
they
it's
do
like-
it a lot.
Oh, yeah, to be a catcher. They've been stuck in the swamp a long time.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going with this.
Do they have? Does this person have lightning powers?
That's
or
what I was thinking.
are they just like a
Ooh.
meteorologist who hates toads?
No, I was thinking there's like a hero toad.
I have a lot of thoughts about toads getting stuck by lightning.
A hero toad?
A hero toad.
From
and he's-
Mario?
No.
from the swamp.
From Frog and Toad.
This is actually the
friends?
catchphrase of famous character Bowser. Bowser, parentheses, when he has lightning powers, parentheses.
Oh, maybe it's like, get this.
Okay.
Y'all are about to shit your drawers when you hear this one.
Very dryly.
Very dryly
Yeah.
or wetly, depending
Good
on
thing
your
I own a
fandom.
plunger.
What about this eye is wrong? Let's get
I
that out of there.
really liked it.
I'm gonna come back. To it.
Okay.
Frog and Toad had a falling out.
They are no longer
Whoa.
friends.
They are no longer friends.
Frog and Toad are no longer friends. A lost
Now
entry.
they hate each other.
I no longer
A lot.
believe in friendships.
Romance is dead.
Romance is dead. Frog and Toad are no longer friends.
Oh my gosh.
And so Frog has done like some truly unconscionable shit.
Yeah.
Frog got
Damn.
lightning powers and he went mad with power.
Oh.
And so Toad feels like it's his responsibility to stop him.
It's like
Whoa.
that movie Chronicle,
It's like that movie Chronicle.
except
hell
with
is
lightning
Y'all
powers.
ever see Chronicle?
No.
No.
I have.
One of the best named movies. Really explains what it's about with
Yeah,
the
just
title.
imagine a chronicle.
The newspaper?
Yeah.
So the newspaper as a movie.
All I can think of is Bionicle.
A Bionicle
By
Chronicle.
By Chronicle.
Oh, that's where I am on the.
The bisexual newspaper.
I didn't know they wrote a book about me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I tell you what I was thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's a meteorologist in the times of the plagues, the biblical
The
plagues.
biblical plagues.
Yeah,
Did
and
they have meteorologists back then?
Shut up.
well, if it happens now,
Okay, sorry. Karina told me to shut up.
Sorry, it's my catchphrase.
if it were to happen today, there would be a meteorologist who's like, Tuesday morning's commute's going to be a little rough. There's going to be frogs, but then Tuesday night,
Toads.
thunderstorms.
And-
Oh, right,
and-
it's toads. There's
Yeah.
going to be toads. Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, lightning storms. You
Oh.
know what
You
happens
know
Oh.
what happens.
to a toad that gets struck by lightning?
He's saying this all the time.
The same thing that happens to anything else. Yes, it does.
Yeah, he does it in the like hokey meteorologist, but like cool meteorologist voice. And then there's like some weird like motion graphic 3D frog getting exploded.
Shout out to our graphics department for that. Do you know what happens to toads when they get struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everybody else.
I've been Pete Stinkley, and this is the
I was gonna
3
call
o'clock
him
news.
Todd Stormton.
Todd Stormton and Pete Stinkley
Are
They're
no
both-
longer friends.
They're both witnesses in the same Ace Attorney case about blowing up a toad. That's one of the key like moments that you need to disprove. Lightning actually didn't strike the crime scene because, as you can tell, the toad did not explode like everything else does when lightning strikes it.
Yeah, you think it's like a weird, funny aside, and then they bring it in like the second act, and you're like, "What the hell?"
And you're like,
This
no
is relevant?
fucking way. I hate the courts.
Now I have to spend a whole act proving that this toad did not, in fact, get struck by lightning.
So these are all great alternative options, but we're sticking with the
I mean, I like it.
frog has gone mad with lightning powers and is
Frog.
threatening Toad.
Frog is now my enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single lightning in the hall.
Like all the stuff y'all said, I kind of sounded like nonsense to me.
Okay.
Don't
But,
worry about it.
this is just sense.
This is just sense.
This is so majestic.
yeah, this is a
Yeah, he's coming in
powerful
like
pose.
Storm.
Yeah, I was thinking like he can fly, or at least hover.
Yeah,
If you have
Yeah.
lightning powers, you can always hover for some reason.
you use the static electricity to levitate.
Yeah, to
So
raise you
true.
up.
And then Frog's got like these sort of hands.
Little suction cup hands. Yeah.
Big hands.
Big hands, dude.
Yeah, big hands. Frog has big hands. Like Sonic.
It's to hold all the lightning with. Don't worry about it.
Be sure to watch us on Twitch Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Where we say worse things.
Yep.
Like
And there's
that.
no editing.
Yeah, everything that's in this episode, the editor decided to leave in.
It was the good stuff.
That was the good
Yeah.
stuff. On Twitch, it's just all the stuff.
It's just going to skip Nathan's drawing section. Just go straight to render and then go to Jacob. Or it's going to be very sped up at like 6,000% speed.
I think it was all good.
Yeah. And he's done. All right.
Wow.
Abacus.
We talked about nothing. Yeah, the word abacus gets said and then everything else is cut out.
Oh man, the dichotomy between these two facial
This
expressions.
is so cute. I love it.
Yeah.
Frog's having a great time being evil, and Toad is having such a shit time trying to be good.
Well, Toad still holds out hope that he can rehabilitate Frog, his old friend and lover. I think it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late for him.
My incredibly personalized reaction to this is me when I walk into the bathroom at the Rainforest Cafe. Bro, I just want to piss in privacy. Get out of here.
All the frogs are looking at you.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
what they should have in the bathroom. Like, if they're never going to build a new Rainforest Cafe, but if they did, they should take Cha-Cha the Frog and crucify her on the wall of the bathroom. Kind of like this.
kind of like this.
Yeah.
I agree. Everyone agrees.
Yeah. I would find it comforting. While I tried Daniel after eating my volcanus cake.
We still got to make that trip.
Yeah, it's gonna
Jacob
look
and I
a little
literally
like
have a
this.
car now.
Ooh.
We can do it at any time.
Yeah.
I want a volcanus cake.
Yeah, we'll have to lie and say it's someone's birthday or go for someone's birthday.
Well, my birthday is next month. So we could do a March.
Okay, well, now you know when this video was recorded. A
This
month
month.
away from March.
Or are we lying?
Yeah. We do love to do that.
Oh, we love the way
We're also
we lie.
fictional, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
not going
Don't get
anywhere
too
'cause we're
attached.
You know what
real.
else is fictional? Time.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a good catchphrase.
It's a fucking like
JRPG
yeah,
battle
menu.
screen.
They really look like they were in Pokemon.
He's got the freaking Pikachu cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh, there's his health bar.
Toad. Level
26.
26.
Oh, he's about to evolve. Nice.
So I'll make this look like the Pokemon ones in the render.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
I don't have reference up, so you know.
I think this is
They're
lovely.
just, yeah, like name and doodad.
32. Oh, he's underleveled for this fight.
No.
He should have grinded some more before he came in here. Dang. Is he playing on honor mode? Is he going to have permadeath? Have to start
Like
over?
The little
Yeah.
patches they stand on, and then like all the lines and stuff.
I guess in Pokemon it would be Nuzlocke, not honor mode. I've got my freaking challenge modes confused.
Yeah, idiot.
You sound so dumb right now.
God. Nathan, if you didn't want to show up to work today, then don't show up.
Everybody freaking boo this guy.
Boo!
He's a fake gamer.
Christ, giving us his half-assed attempts
A
at
fake gamer, but a real idiot. So this is Frog's catchphrase
This
Yeah.
is really good.
that he says to Toad.
That was a very long catchphrase.
Yeah. But he, it sounds. It's in this specific circumstance, it makes sense that he would say it.
Yeah.
Because he's just, in the game, he's just going like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just shows up in
And
the...
Toad's
Nah,
like,
nah.
"Burr, burr, 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 burr." And Frog's like, "Bleh, bleh, 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 bleh."
That's all, folks.
Karina, I am ready for my catchphrase.
Alrighty, your random catchphrase is, don't sell me a dog.
See, this goes like against Julia's own beliefs. So she's gonna have to
sell me a dog.
Well, no, you only want to adopt.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm a big advocate of adopt, don't shop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Someone's gonna come at me at Twitter again for saying that. But that's okay. Don't. Okay.
Don't sell me a dog.
Okay.
Maybe this person is like in the market for something that is not a dog, and some wily fella keeps trying to discreetly sell him a dog.
Yeah, it's like he thinks he's buying an air fryer, but it's a dog.
It's a dog. That's not what I asked for, and you know that.
Going to IKEA to buy some furniture, and it keeps turning out to be a different dog.
I keep ringing up a dog.
Like, don't sell me a dog.
I'm not ready for that kind of responsibility.
I just need storage cubes.
Let me get my own life in order first, and then we'll see about the dog then.
His face is already really good. Don't sell me a dog.
Oh, salads! Another dog.
They've sold me a dog. That's the follow-up catchphrase. Oh, salads, they've sold me a dog.
He just keeps acquiring dogs on accident while trying to purchase other things.
He's got so many at this point.
Yeah.
All of his furniture is dogs.
Luckily, he has a large property to take care of them on.
But
That's
he
why
doesn't want to.
He keeps trying to like buy furniture because he has such a large property. So instead, it's just like a great place to have dogs.
It's just filled with dogs, not a chair in sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can afford the dogs, and the dogs that he does purchase are very happy, but he just doesn't want more.
Yeah.
No, he needs basic necessities.
It's peak male living space, but also like dog living space. A dog designed this house.
This does feel like sort of a deep cut Looney Tunes type character. Like
Yeah.
the guy who always ends up buying dogs.
He got like one episode, and
Yeah.
then they were like, I don't see how we're going to move forward with this character.
We're gonna have to like draw so many dogs, man.
Oh, that's a good dog.
Long face. Why the long face? To cover in kisses? Grow up.
You know the long-faced dogs?
Yeah.
The Borzois?
Yeah. And then there's some that are like, their faces are like entirely too long.
Mm-hmm. They're too long, those faces.
They're too long, and you're like, what's the distance that like the smells have to travel like up that nose to the brain?
Like, what are you, a freaking anteater?
Yeah, what are they doing with those snoots?
Poking them into holes in the earth.
Why?
Trying to find ferrets.
Yeah.
Trying to root
To
around
hunt
for
with.
Dogs have
varmints.
like amazing senses of smell. I don't think they need to like bury their nose 8 inches into the ground in order to smell.
Well,
what's in
maybe
there.
they want to like smell deeper into the earth.
Maybe it's an intimidation. They could smell where the critters are at, but you want a dog with a long nose to actually get in there and
root them out.
and root them out for the hunt. That dog's having a great time. Oh, this guy's already bought so many dogs.
This is just today. He went out for some groceries and this is what he got.
My family is hungry.
The family is more dogs I bought on accident.
Back dog.
I just wanted to buy some deli meat. Instead, I ended up with 3 dogs.
3 more dogs.
4 more dogs.
The man at the counter assured me this was a ham.
It turned out it was 4 dogs.
This was 4 dogs.
I don't know what sort of prestidigitation he did. I saw him slice the ham. He put it in a bag, and I put it in my grocery cart, and then when I went to check out, it was 5 dogs.
Don't sell me a dog. The number just keeps going up.
I want him to have a truly ludicrous amount of dogs.
Julia, draw a million dogs challenge.
Look, whatever dogs you don't draw are just the dogs we have dogs at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dogs at home. All of them.
This is lovely.
This is so cute.
I'm glad you gave Julia this one.
It felt right.
Oh, Floofy. They opened a dog cafe near where I live.
What?
And it's just delightful.
Have you been in there?
I want to go. Why haven't you told me? Did Jacob tell you not to tell me?
I'm
Jacob.
I'm telling you right now.
I didn't know. I was not informed.
That was Jacob's catchphrase. Don't tell Julia about the dog cafe.
You need to stop saying that.
I didn't even know there was one, but just in case, I say that all the time.
Yeah.
So if there is one,
Because if I go, Jacob and I are getting a dog. It's not a choice.
we're not getting a dog.
It's a beautiful nexus of people who have a dog but want to get some work done, and people who don't have a dog and want to be around a dog. And the dogs just run up to you, and you can pet them.
Cute.
I do like to pet them.
Yeah.
If we got a dog, our cats would be so unhappy. And you would be unhappy that they were unhappy.
That's true.
You can tell your cats would not. There's no dog that exists that your cats would be chill with.
They don't give me the vibe of cats that would be down to like be friends with a dog.
I think they would get used to it.
They would get used to it, but would they be happy?
But they wouldn't enjoy it.
No.
They
Yeah.
are curious about our neighbor's dog.
Okay.
I guess it depends on the dog.
The one time they interacted with a dog, we were at the vet, and a dog came up to their little carrier and was like, the dog was really excited and sniffing. And for a while, the cats were just sniffing too. And I was like, oh, maybe they're cool with the dog. And then they hissed at the dog.
Aw.
And the dog got upset.
Yeah.
Aw.
And I was like, okay, maybe they are not so cool with the dog. Or maybe it's just the situation they're in.
Maybe if it was like a relaxed dog, a cat-like dog,
Yeah. I do get to hang out with my brother's
a
dog now.
senior dog.
So it's fine.
I love this parallelogram dog you've got on the far left.
My attempt at like an Irish wolf
Why it looks
dog.
like that? A Minecraft ass dog. I love it.
I have a joke
Yeah.
Okay.
to make, but we have to go back to when Karina said senior dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Senior dog, I'd rather pet your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senior dog.
Senior dog.
If you ask me, I'd prefer to pet your dog.
Senior dog. I did. And it's a beautiful creature. And I would like to pet it.
Senior dog, I hardly know your dog.
Senior dog.
I've definitely heard your dog.
That thing's loud.
That thing's loud, barking all night long. Senior dog.
I haven't. 'Cause I lost my glasses.
I haven't. I hope you find it.
Good luck.
No.
Senior dog. No, I'm so sorry. I haven't. But good luck.
Good luck looking.
If there's anything I can do to help
Yeah.
you,
Senior dog.
find your
Depends
dog.
who's asking. Muffled barking from the inside of my home. But in a happy way.
That's not
Because
your
he
dog.
loves me now and not
Yeah.
you.
Seen your dog. Seen my dog. He's right there. No, that's not your dog. That's my dog. He's in my house.
Must be mine.
Is he at the hot dog cart?
Yeah, he's passing by a hot dog cart.
And the guy just is like, would you like to buy a hot dog? Don't try to sell me a dog.
Yeah, this is the like last joke of the episode kind of gag.
Yeah.
He's acquired all these dogs.
He's under like a witch's curse where if anyone like tries to sell him a dog, he has to buy them. He's like, please, if you try to sell me a dog, I'll have to buy it.
Look at me.
Does it look like I can afford more dogs?
Does it look like I need more dogs?
Seen your dog. I've seen everybody's dog. They're all here with me. Jeff, get some more in there.
Yeah.
Just tangent that dog right up against
Yeah,
those other
just-
two dogs.
Fits perfectly.
I'll give him a 1 ear up, 1 ear down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As dogs sometimes have. I feel like I drew my childhood dog here. I
Yeah.
have to draw Scout. He's gonna be like on this shoulder.
Just perched up there like the creature he is.
That one dog in his arms is a... What's that Pokemon?
Togedemaru.
It's a
Sfeel?
Togedemaru.
Oh, I thought you meant the long one. I was like,
The orb one.
yeah, I was like, I don't think that's what it looks like, but go off, I guess.
The orb one's a Togedemaru
Okay, yeah, that I agree with.
With Tom Cruise.
with Tom Cruise.
Callback,
Everyone remember that joke?
callback.
We've said some pretty funny things, huh?
Yeah.
Support us on Patreon, please.
And we'll do more callbacks. We'll say
Support-
the same jokes again.
Please support us on Patreon because we're definitely getting demonetized with the whole first conversation.
No, YouTube doesn't care about poop.
You could talk about poop.
Everyone poops. Grow
I
up, YouTube.
was just trying to
You-
convince the people to support
Oh.
us for
Oh,
the
okay.
times
Oh,
that
oh,
YouTube
Yeah.
does
yeah.
Please
demonetize
support
us.
us.
YouTube's gonna demonetize
We're poor.
us. And they're gonna be like, no more money for you. Not from us.
Not until you stop talking about your bowel movements.
And we're like, we'll never stop. We hold true to our ideals. And that's why you support us on Patreon.
Yay!
Because you believe in our cause.
Yeah.
You want us to continue talking about those things.
That's the last dog I adopted in my life, and now he's my parents' dog. His name is Scout, and he shakes a lot.
He's so shaky.
He's concerned.
Especially when the guy next to him is shouting.
Yeah.
True.
And Scout's just like, help.
Please get me out of here.
He's very nice, but
Don't sell me a dog.
he just shouts a lot. He's always bringing home more dogs.
Scout is such
And
a
I'm
nervous
just timid.
dog.
I'm just timid by nature.
I'm timid.
Aw.
Please let me sit on your lap. I'm scared. Where's my dad?
I'll stop shaking when I'm in a lap.
This is him.
This is a great drawing,
He,
Julia.
he is eating like a hot dog, like right now.
Oh.
He already bought one. And the guy was like, "Do you want another?" And he was like, "Don't."
Do not even ask me such a question.
He's walking down hot dog vendors row.
No, it's just the same hot dog vendor. Offered him one. He had to take it because of the witch's curse.
Hot dog vendor row is just a circular path.
I can't get off this road.
How do I leave?
This was it.
Time to say some more of our catchphrases,
Such as
such as like and subscribe
Please.
if you
Please.
like our channel.
Yes.
yes.
If you
Yes.
don't click like and subscribe, you don't like our videos. And if
Whoa.
you say you do, you're lying.
Whoa.
If you like it, you'd click like. That just makes sense. Okay?
That's his
Okay.
catchphrase.
Yeah.
But we all knew that.
We're also on that 2 million creep. And so we
That
need-
is our catchphrase.
Yeah.
We need all
Yeah.
the subscribers we can get if we're ever going to hit 2 million before we pass away from old age.
I'm going to dedicate so much of my
Bowel
energies
movements.
this year to making sure we hit that 2 million this year.
I'm
If-
gonna hit that 2 million creep.
If we
He's got it
don't-
coming.
If we don't hit 2 million this year, we're deleting the channel for sure. If we can't do it by the end of the year, we don't deserve to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got to go away.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The pressure's on.
Yeah,
We either hit 2 million or we hit
the
Retirement.
We
delete
hit
button.
0.
yeah, we hit the delete button.
And we don't want that to happen. We
No.
love this channel. Please
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
Help!
Help!
As we said before, you can also support us on Patreon, which is the biggest help you could do for us.
Thanks for being a patron.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We also stream on Twitch every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and those VODs go to Drawfee Extra, our other channel that you can subscribe to
Yeah.
if you want more of our content. And we have merch in the merch store,
Merch.
DFTBA, links in the descripto.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it.
Thanks for watching. We're sorry.
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 Sorry.